Hey guys, welcome to another episode of Sales with Jay and Ron.
Yep, where we are turning script readers into pro salespeople.
All right, guys, so today we're going to be talking about something a little different than what we usually do.
Yeah.
We're going to be talking about two different things we kind of been dealing with every time we make an offer is should we make an offer or should we sometimes not make an offer?
Yeah, there's two schools of thought. Some people are in the school of put in as much offers as possible, give mail as much contracts as possible, and play the numbers game and see what happens.
We call that spray and pray.
Yeah, spray and pray.
No, then the other school is pretty much what we usually do more of, which is kind of put in offers on properties you think you're going to have the best opportunity of actually buying, and don't put in offers with houses you know you're a little bit off of the range the seller needs. So those are the two separate ways you can make offers. I don't think one is right and one is wrong.
So here's the argument for, I guess, it's for spray and pray. For one, you give yourself a fighting chance. So let's say you're talking to a seller and, you know, they're not giving up a number. People that don't spray and pray and just kind of push away until they get a price might lose out on that person. Or even giving a price might get that person to now reveal their price. So that's one argument for it.
Yeah, and another thing it does is that, like, sometimes people just want to see something concrete that you actually are able to offer this and that you could buy this. Some people need a couple of days to think about it. And there's some investors and people out there that send a contract out. You have a few days to review it. If you want to do it, great. If not, that's okay. And the good thing about that is you're not putting as much time in, right? Because now you could just send out a lot of offers. And then now those are essentially like your leads. And then whichever ones come back, now you're going to work that contract until it's a deal. So I think those are definitely an advantage of why you can do spray and pray. Now let's talk about the other side a little bit.
Yeah, so the disadvantage of the spray and pray method. The number one thing is you can price yourself out of a deal. So what do you
mean by that?
Yeah, so the other side of that could be, what if you offer 300 and the guy would have taken 250? What if you offend somebody? Because we are looking to buy people's homes. Not everyone can look at it logically speaking, right? They might take it personal that you're, you know, what do they call that? Lowballing. Yeah, you're lowballing them. So that's the other side too.
Yeah, that's true, guys. There's a lot of people who you come out to like, hey, you know, we'll do an evaluation of your house. This is what I can offer. And then they're going to say, screw you. I've actually spoken to sellers who other investors did that and they wanted to talk to me because I wasn't giving them a number and it wasn't offending them. I'm trying to point them in the right direction. So a downside of when you give too many offers or just giving up your number too early, you don't know where the seller actually really stands and you can offend them. Another thing it does is that there's no real process behind it. So sometimes, you know, you'll get lucky and get them, but a lot of the times when you follow a process systematically, you'll touch those leads a certain amount of times before they come down to your number. When you offend them, you're not going to be able to touch that lead again. They're not going to answer your calls. They're not going to want to keep speaking to you. So that's something to keep in mind when you are doing the pray and spray. You might not get another opportunity at this seller again.
Yeah, and then one way to kind of lighten the blow when you do the spray and pray method is make sure you anchor. So instead of right away going to, you know, to give your price, you know, we've talked about this all the time, but, you know, maybe say, hey, investors in the area are buying houses here for $300,000, and let them say something like, well, I want more than that. So at least, you know, if you are going to give an offer, like you're probably going to have to make an offer for more than 300 to give yourself the best chance to kind of land that deal if you're going to do the spray and pray. One way that we can role play it so you guys can see it is this way. Hey, Jaggers, so thanks for sending me the photos. I was actually able to sit with my contractor and kind of review the renovation budget so we can give you an accurate number.
Okay. What is it?
So, hey, I'm not sure if we're going to be your guys. I'll be very honest with you. I anticipated maybe like a $40K reno. It's ended up being $80. So I know you were looking to get $340. We're actually like at $300, man.
Oh, okay, you're at 300. You're not too far off. So maybe we can work something out.
Yeah, I mean, we can talk about the next steps, definitely.
We're going to talk about when you are doing it in our way. What do we call that?
I guess I at all.
Getting a number out of them first, right? Like,
Yeah, I guess, yeah, to make it simple. Like,
so once you get a number out of the seller, or you're talking about that, one of the perks of doing this is now you're coming off more as a consultant, right? You're trying to come up with a plan with them, and it's not just about the price. When you're sending out offers, sometimes it's just like, this is what I can do, here's my price, great. I'm focusing less on the price and more about their situation. So now if I can help them move and clear out their property, that might only cost me $15,000, $10,000, $5,000, but in their mind, that relief is worth tens, 20s, 30s, $40,000. You don't know what that means to somebody. So helping them out of a bad situation into a good one could bring you more deals, and that's why you want to make sure if you are going the not pray and spray method, that you actually like understand the seller's full situation, so then you can come up with that plan.
Yeah, and the disadvantage, excuse me, to doing that method is sometimes people don't want to kind of give you all that information, don't want you to help them. Sometimes they just want a price, and maybe because you're so caught up in this method, you might miss out on the person that was just looking for a price, and if the price works, they're willing to move forward. And you miss out on giving yourselves like a fighter's chance, if that makes sense.
Yeah, sometimes people just want to hear an offer first. And I've definitely been the case where I wouldn't give them an offer. They went somewhere else and maybe did get an offer first somewhere. So I've definitely done both methods where someone doesn't want to give me a number. I'm completely okay with giving them a ballpark, because what's the alternative? They're walking away anyway. Yeah. So I feel like there's a mix of when you can use both. Both definitely have their positive and negative. So I'm kind of... I like that we're discussing this right now.
Yeah. There's no right answer, for the record. That's why we kind of just want to talk about it. One way to weather that storm is something we like to say that we can role play for you guys is look so we don't give up the price. Look something like this.
Hey, Ronnie.
Hey,
so I know we spoke last time. You had to think about it. Did you ever figure out what you actually need for the property price-wise, so we could see if we can move forward and buy it for you?
I thought about it, and I do have a price, but I don't know if I want to tell you.
I hear you. And listen, the only reason why I ask for the price is just so we can kind of see if we can come in and be in your ballpark and buy it, because it doesn't really matter what I pay. If you want $1 million and I'm at 500, you'd obviously get offended. So that's why I'm just looking for a little bit of a ballpark, so then I can come back to you and let you know if we can come in and buy this and help you out of this situation.
All right, we can talk about it. Yeah, guys. So these are like our takes on, to give price or to not give price. We're still we tend to lean more towards not give price and try to help with the situation and show our value, blah blah blah. But we've seen buddies of ours run businesses one way and we run it the other way. As long as you're making money, honestly, whatever helps you sleep at night, whatever puts money in your pocket, we're not biased. If you guys feel some type of way and you guys want to share, please let us know. And yeah, we'd love to discuss it with you.